Hi everyone, welcome to the method Backbending Flow. In this 60-minute class, we'll integrate everything we've learned so far into a 60-minute vinyasa. So when you're ready, join me on the mat. You won't need any props for this. Hi everyone, welcome to class. Let's get started in a downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, lift your hips up. You can walk it out a little bit. Bend the knees, right, left, right. Feet open about hips width. It's a little bit narrower than you think, just skeletal hips width. Middle toes forward. Looking forward, the middle fingers are forward as well. Wrap the armpits in towards each other. Take the bend out of the elbows and extend through the arm joints. Start lifting your sitting bones up. Pull your navel in. Reach the heart towards the thighs. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Finding a steady rhythm. Releasing any tension from the cheeks, from the jaw, around the eyes. Noticing the way body feels today. Taking the seat of the observer. Take a deep inhale in and a full exhale out. Inhale, come forward to plank position. Exhale, lift the sitting bones up, downward facing dog. So it's as if you're doing a cat tilt with your spine, round your spine. Come forward, plank, neutralize the spine, and then exhale like a cow tilt, lift the sitting bones up, look forward. And then once you return to your down dog, return the gaze to the navel. We'll do a few of those. Inhale. Round your spine forwards. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, lift the sitting bones up. Look to the navel. Inhale. Exhale. Finding nice mobility, motion, rhythm in the spine. Coming back and forth a few times. You can really follow your own breath. Exhaling as you come up, and inhaling as you come forward. Coming back to center. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Open the right hip over the left. Bend the right knee. You can take a few rotations of the ankles, spread the toes, squeeze them, spread them. Inhale, square off the hips, lift the right leg high, and exhale, change. Take the weight onto the right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg high, then open the left hip over the right. You can also open the left shoulder over the right, then bending the left knee, finding space. The left hip flexor as you rotate the ankle, spread your toes. Really use the ankle like a wrist. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, release. Push the floor away. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, forward to cobra. Exhale through the bent knees. Downward facing dog. Again, finding the breath. Inhale, forward to plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Forward, inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the right foot forward, bend the left knee down, look up. Exhale, the left foot forward. Stand up. Exhale, the hands at the heart. Inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, over the legs. Step the right foot back. Low lunge position, look up. Exhale, the left foot back. Bend the knees, chest and chin. Slide forward. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Bend the right knee, look up. Exhale, the right foot forward. Inhale, stand up. Lift up your arms, prayer position. Exhale to prayer at the heart. Inhale, saluting the inner sun. Exhale, all the way over the legs. Left foot back. Bend the knee and look up. Exhale, the right foot back. Knees, chest, and chin. Slide forward. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. Finding the breath. Coming up on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look forward, hop, come to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, fold over, exhale. Sit down, chair pose, inhale, arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, palms up. Inhale, stretch up, exhale over to the right. Left hip down, no bending in the elbows. Chest forward, both armpits facing forward like headlights of a car. Back to center. Armpits up, shoulder blades up, right hip down, bend over, lateral stretch over to the left. 2 armpits forward, right hip down, belly in, elbows straight, stay there, and come back to center. Good. Inhale, sit low, stretch up. Exhale, stand up. Good. Palms together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit down. Lift your chest, twist. Left elbow outside the right knee. Press the right palm into the left. Sit the hips down. Drop the tail and twist above the navel. Back to center. Inhale, stand up. Deep breath. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. Drop your tail. Weight in the heels. Lengthen above the navel. Back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Reach up. Exhale all the way forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. Right hand to the center, roll over to the right side, any variation of Vashisthasana. You can stack the ankles, stack the shoulders. You can pick up a knee, maybe look up. Step the left foot behind you and lift the pelvis. Really push your hips up. Use the strength of the right arm like a kickstand, and then you can extend the left fingers towards the floor. Good. Come back to center. Try the other side. Those of you who want to modify, you take the left knee to the floor. Find your stability by stacking the joints. Look up if you like. Inhale. Then exhale, step the right foot down. Lift your hips. Really press the pelvis upwards. Then look over at the right fingers. Inhale. Lots of volume in the chest. And exhale back to center. Good. Bend the knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Slide forward. Cobra. And exhale. Take Downward facing dog. Very nice. 2 breaths. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Inhale, step the right foot forward. High lunge, reaching the arms up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend the left knee towards the floor, hips forward, right hip back. Stretch it long. Inhale, reach up. Find your balance. Inner thighs like scissors. Reach back. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Take the hands at the center of the chest. Bend the left knee to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Left elbow outside the right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Take the right arm behind your back for the bind. If you like the full bind, left arm underneath the inner thigh. Look over the right shoulder, twist. Good. Coming back to center, inhale. Shift your hips forward, reach back. And change. Good. Hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Heart to thighs. Inhale the left foot forward. High lunge, reach the arms up. Drop the tail, left hip back, right hip forward. Go ahead and bend the knee just a bit off the floor and squeeze it straight. Inhale, reach up, reach back, hips forward. And slowly coming back to center, bend the left knee to the floor. Inhale, hand to heart center, and take your twist. Lengthen your tailbone away from the crown of the head. Take the half bind or bind if you like. Two shoulders in one line, 2 hips in one line. Then nice and slow. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up, hips forward. Fill up the chest. And slowly head up, lost, back to center, hands down, step it back, stay in your tabletop position. Inhale, lift the eyes, lift the sitting bones, cow tilt. Exhale, take a cat, round your spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let's take our favorite puppy pose. Chest to the floor. Sitting bones lifting. Any variation is good. If you like, you can interlace the fingers at the base of the spine. Pull your knuckles up. Take the hands onto the floor. We're going to press ourselves back up, lower down to elbows. Dolphin pose. Do your best to keep your chest forward. So it's a dolphin puppy sort of variation. It sounds pretty cute. Hopefully it feels cute also. You're going to lift your hips up as much as you can in the direction of your shoulders without letting your shoulders come over your wrists. So keep your shoulders over the elbows. Try and bring your hips close on top of your shoulders. Coming up on the balls of the feet. Inhale, right leg lifts. Push away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. High up. Heel on top of toes. Lift your left leg high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Good. Take a little break. Return to puppy pose. Actively lifting the sitting bones up. Second set, puppy dolphin. Your choice. You're either going to repeat the same thing, another set of what we just did, lifting one leg up at a time, or you're going to lift up, forearm stand, stag legs variation. Use your back bend here. Create a back bend in your entire spine. Apply the method. Observe. Initiate with your head. Fill the chest up with volume. Make sure to practice both sides. Take a break. Long exhale. What a nice release in puppy pose. Enjoy it. Returning to downward facing dog. Find the breath. Heart to thighs. Take the right foot between the hands. Lower down to your low lunge now. Hips forward. Apply everything you've learned so far. So we're targeting the hip flexors now, right? The knee over the ankle, hips forward. Take the left arm up and over. Nice long stretch along left side body. Inhale. Exhale. Grab the right ankle with the left hand. Reach back, and you're going to grab your pinky toe side of the left foot. Take a deep breath. Exhale, pull the heel in towards you. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, pull the heel in towards you. Inhale. Exhale, hold 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay. Let's lean back. Lift the sitting bones up. So we want to avoid the cat tilt of our spine and pelvis. And instead, we're creating our cow tilt. So the sitting bones lifting up, the chin forward. Take a rotation of the ankle. Good. Returning to the lunge. Inhale the arms up. Fingers interlaced. Release the index fingers. Stretch up and back. Apply the method. Initiate from the top. Fill up the chest. Always reverse the order in which you came in and change. Good. Lean back. If you like, stay here. Otherwise, kick it forward. Hanumanasana, arms up if you like, or arms on the floor. One more breath. Exhale, release the arms. Shift a little bit, weight to the right, bend the right knee, half pigeon position. Both hips forward. Another nice extension of the hip flexors there on the left. Reach back, bend your left knee, and hold the foot from the inside. If you can, turn the fingers forward like the toes. Take a deep breath. Exhale, pull the heel in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. So over time, you'll be able to feel that the foot fits nicely right under the ribs. So it might stay there, or you might hold it there. If it stays, you can cup both knees like this. It's a nice place to hold the pose. Very nice. Okay, curl the back toes under. Press the weight onto the palms. Lift up the hips. Send the right foot back. Inhale. Open the right hip over the left. Flip your dog. Lift your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Lift the right leg long and take it into three-legged plank. Bend the left knee down. Inhale, look up. Reach up with the right thigh all the way to the right toes. And then take the chin to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Tops of the feet to the mat. Downward facing dog. Hips up. Belly in. Heart to thighs. Find the breath. All right, so from your downward facing dog, we're going to step the left foot forward into our low lunge. Bend the right knee down. Point the back toes behind you. Send the hips forward. Really make sure the knee is over the ankle. Pull the navel in. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Inhale, we're going to reach the right arm up and over and get a really nice deep extension all along front side of right side body. Inhale here. Exhale. Take a bind on the left ankle, holding on with the right hand. Reach back and grab the right foot from the outside pinky toe side. Inhale. Exhale, pull the heel in. Inhale. Find space. Exhale. Pull it in. Inhale here. Exhale, pull it in and hold. 3, 2, 1. Good, let it go. Coming back to center, lean back. Sitting bones lifting, chin forward. You can take a few rotations with your ankle again. Beautiful. And then coming back into the lunge, reach the arms up. Interlace your fingers, release the index. Here's a good opportunity to apply the method. Observe the spine, drop the tail. Inhale, stretch up, initiate from the top. Puff your chest. Create volume. And do it with joy. Reverse the order that you came in. Take the fingertips to the floor, and again, we're going to lean back, taking halfway split, and if you like to, you can take it over to split. Left hip back, right hip forward, belly in. Nice and strong engagement. Reach the arms up if you like, look up, maybe even take it back. Then from here, I'm going to shift a little bit of the weight onto my left side, bend the left knee into half pigeon position with the heel close to the body. Hips forward, reach back and grab your foot from the inside, turn the fingers forward like the toes. Take a deep inhale, exhale, pull the heel in towards you. Inhale, exhale. Relax the space of the right thigh. Use the strength of your arm. Pull the heel in towards you. Inhale. Exhale. And if you like, you can sort of tuck that foot underneath the ribs if that's available. And you can hold the pose there. Slowly come out of the pose. Curl the back toes under. Shift the weight onto your hands. You're going to step it back. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Step your left foot down. Press your hips up. Look over at the left fingers as you flip the dog. And exhale, come back to center. Lift your left leg high and come forward to 3-legged plank. Bending the right knee down. Inhale. Then exhale, taking the chin, the chest towards the wall, or to the floor rather. One more breath here. Exhale, press into your hands. Left foot to the mat, right foot to the mat. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From here, bend both elbows together by wrapping the armpits in towards each other, coming into dolphin, come up on the balls of the feet. So you can decide to stay in your dolphin pose, try to really shift the weight forward, maintaining that the shoulders stay over the elbows. If you like to take a forearm stand balance, you can, right? If it's in your practice, you're welcome to take it now. Any variation. Pressing away from the floor. Pushing the floor away. And always trying to reverse the way that you came in. You can take a break after your dolphin or forearm stand, any variation. Practice in a dolphin or, excuse me, in a puppy pose. Breaking in a dolphin wouldn't be so much of a break, but you can try it if you like. Okay, take the hands underneath the shoulders and let's slide into a cobra. Open up your arms to the side, just like a T shape. Take a deep breath, and you're going to roll yourself over to the right side, getting just a nice stretch on the right shoulder. The more you take your left hip towards the floor behind you, the deeper the sensations become, but be mindful. Come back to center. Start out like a T, and then use the right hand to shift the weight onto the left. You can take your left, or rather the right foot onto the floor behind you. And then the more you allow weight to come onto the right hip, right side body, the deeper the stretch will be. Come back to center. Keep the arms out like a T. Lifting the right leg up and over to the left. A little bit, drop the tailbone down. Even tuck a little so that you feel the twist. Come back to center. Lift the left leg up and over. Drop the tailbone, elongate the lower back. And come back to center. Good. Coming onto the elbows. Sphinx position. This is a beautiful foundational pose which we can find in almost every back bend. So be sure to pull your chest forward, root the elbows down past your mat to the floor, and then from here we'll take a half frog position. So take the left forearm in, push the floor away, bend the right knee, reach back and turn the fingers forward as much as is available to you in the direction of the toes. Deep breath. Exhale, pull it in. Deep breath. Exhale, pull in. Good. If you like, do the last one. Up with the elbow off the floor. Inhale, shoulders down. Pull it in for 3. Relax your right butt. 2, 1. Change. Back onto my forearms, the right forearm angled in. Reach back, grab your foot, turn the fingers forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you like to do the last one, up high, lift the elbow up, lift your belly up, keep the pubic bone down. Inhale, relax your butt. Exhale, hold. 3, 2, 1. Change. Very good. Open your legs as wide as the mat, your feet as wide as the mat. You're going to reach the arms back by the hips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift up. Slowly lower. Inhale, exhale, lift up. And lower. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. And lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. And lower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. And lower. Good. I mean, no one can ever you can't do this shape without joy. Doesn't it just look like every time I do it, I feel like it's like some sort of like backbend surprise party. It just feels so good. Make sure you're taking the proper time afterwards to breathe. You really have to make sure you're exhaling, because what happens is if we don't exhale fully, then we gather up a lot of breath, and it needs to come out, and that way we feel better and we feel rejuvenated. Okay. Stand up on your knees. It's time to do camel pose. So, camel pose is a classic back bend, and it's the perfect example of a pose where we can apply our backbending method. So we're going to find a mode of observation, a state of observation. We're going to start from top to bottom, and we're going to fill up the chest with volume and with joy. So as you come up, be sure that you remember step 2. You remember that you're coming up in reverse order, which means your head has to come up last. Okay, take your hands onto your lower back, pull your elbows in towards each other, drop your tailbone so your pelvis starts in a neutral position. Inhale, stretch up, open the throat, initiate with the head, look back, move slowly through your spine. So from top to middle, apply step 2, chest up. Fingers on the inside, thumbs on the outside. Continue lifting your chest up, drawing the arms, the inner arms towards each other, and the inner thighs towards each other. Allow the front side body to stretch, navel pulls in, chest lifts up. Complete front side body opening. And then take the hands to the lower back where they began. Stack the hips over the knees. Sit down. Take your hands on your thighs. And only then lengthen your spine. Take the head forwards. Okay. Close your eyes. Often when I do camel, when I come out, I can see a certain color. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you see something too. So if you see like lights or colors with your closed eyes, see if you can follow them. And then slowly letting them dissipate. They can move further away, or if there's nothing there, making a note of that as well. So just being aware of whatever it is that you're sensing, that you're experiencing. Then you're going to open your eyes. We're going to take a lion's breath in a kneeling position. So your hands over the knees. And we're going to take 3 lion's breaths in a row. If you take my class, you know I love lion's breath, but be sure it's a complete expression. You're not just kind of sticking your tongue out. Eyes roll up, head forward, tongue extends from root to tip. Okay, take a deep inhale, breathing in. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. Okay, so if you're not smiling after that one, I don't know. I don't know. Gotta keep doing them otherwise. Okay, we're gonna have our feet together. And let's do a standing bow. And this is another one of my favorite postures. It's a balance, it's a back bend, there's a twist in there, there's a lot going on. So to do this pose, start with your feet together, right elbow to the right waist, release the palm to face out. You're going to bend the right knee, pick up the right foot from the inside, and really press the inner left foot to the floor. Okay, stretch your left shoulder blade up. Not down, up. Inhale, stretch up, keep that lift, kick first. Make a back bend first. So don't come forward yet, just kick. Access your hip flexors. Now, stretch your left fingers forward. Awesome to stay here, okay? Try to get the chin over your shoulder. Shoulders are in one line, and if you're noticing, there's a twist above the navel. 3, 2, 1. Kick to come out, knees together, feet together, arms down. Right away, other side. Pick up the left foot from the inside. Okay, 2 knees together. Right arm up. Don't just lift it up, stretch the right shoulder up. This is important. It's everything we've been working on. Now, kick up first. Kick your left toes up. This is our hip flexor work. Stretch the right shoulder up. This is our shoulder work. Chin to shoulder. Front side body stretches and opens. Kick. Hold your pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick to come out. Knees together. Feet together. Arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way forward and down. Good. Step your feet back. Bend the knees, chest, and chin to the floor. You can lift your heels up here for a nice variation. Reaching back. Grab one foot at a time from the outside. If you're feeling extra bendy, lift your chin up. Chin down, hands down, feet to the floor, slide it forward. Cobra. Press the feet down, guys. So it's not just that they touch the floor, it's that they push the floor. Hands don't just touch the floor, they pull the floor back. Roll your spine like a mat. All right, that's enough. Downward facing dog. Reach the heart to the thighs. Find your breath. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand, coming into a lizard lunge. Okay, so you can start here on your hands, and if it feels good to lower down to your elbows, then you'll lower down to your elbows. Because this is our backbending method, I really would like for you to keep the back bend in your spine. So instead of going into this place, which feels good, it's kind of a little bit more of an introspective feeling, I want you to brace the elbows down and back like we do for Sphinx and pull your chest forward. So create a deep back bend inside of your hip opener. Beautiful. Okay, Lift yourself up, toe heel the right foot over to the left-hand side of the mat. Coming into a half pigeon position, and you're going to take the right heel in again. And you can point the toes. From here, we're going to take the left foot in. And just like we did before, we're going to practice a few variation of mermaid pose, and we'll work towards the flipped grip that we've been working on. Okay, so take the left foot at the crease of your elbow like this. And from here, you can test it out. If it's okay for you to grab hands over here, right? You have your balance. Then you might reach the right arm up, shoulder blade lifting, and connect the fingers on top. If our hips are still not square, because to do this we need a lot of hip flexors mobility, but if our hips are still not quite open yet, you might need to be over here. It's likely that your right hip is lifted, so you might need to be up here on your fingers, and that's okay. But if it's available, it's nice to hold this pose here as well. Okay, so you're either in a situation where you're staying here, or you might be able to take the flipped grip option. In which case, remember what we've worked on in the flipped grip class. We're going to take the palm to face out, right? Thumb holds onto the sole of the foot. Fingers hold onto the top of the foot. I bend both knee and elbow, and then I turn the elbow out, up, and forward. Okay? So if that's happening for you, that's awesome. You should be really proud because this is hard. This takes years to get. So from here, I can decide I can lift the chin away from the chest and pull my foot to my head. I can take the right arm up and connect with the left foot as well. I can take a half bind, so the right arm slides behind the back and catches the right foot. Beautiful king pigeon pose. Slowly, please, reverse. So you're going to take your fingertips to heart center, to the floor, straighten the left leg, lean forward, and extend the back of the neck. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, take the hands to the mat. Step back, three-legged dog, inhale. Come forward, three-legged dog. Three-legged plank. From here, bend the left knee down, reach your right arm, your right leg up, and we're going to reach left arm forward. Option one is to grab your foot from the inside, the way we would normally. If you want to take full grip, thumb on the sole of the foot, fingers on the top of the foot, kick up and rotate. From here, extend, keep the right leg up, left hand to the floor, curl your back toes under. Now, shift the weight forward, chin to the floor. You don't have to be here, right? You could be here. All right. Anywhere you are is fine. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Okay. Don't worry about it. So don't take things so seriously. If you do, it won't be fun. Take the left foot outside your left hand. This is a lizard. So you can stay up here on your hands, but if it feels good on the elbows, then you can lower down to your elbows. The elbows and the heel are in one line. The toes and the fingers are pointing forward. And instead of rounding the spine, which sometimes feels nice, but today we're creating a back bend. So fill up the chest with your volume, with yourself, with your sense of gratitude for this practice, for this body, for this breath. It's the little things. You start to notice the magical inside of the ordinary. Okay, from here, use your hands to press yourself up, toe, heel the left foot over to the right-hand side of the mat. Hips forward. So before you do anything else, make sure your right hip is coming forward. Then take your left heel in towards you. And I like to point my toes. So from here, hips forward, bend the right knee. Reach back and grab your foot from the inside. Pull your heel in, and you're going to take your foot at the crease of the elbow for a mermaid variation. Remember, you might need to stay, if your left hip is not rooted on the floor, then you might be here. It might be hard to find balance, so you might want to keep your hands on the floor. But if you're okay here, we have the opening in the hip flexors. You can bind the hands in front or reach the left arm up and connect the fingers on top. The hips are square, by the way, right? So my right hip is forward, and I'm extending the whole front side body. Okay, so let's try the flipped grip. If you like, of course. So my thumb on the sole of the foot, the rest of my fingers on the top of the foot. I bend my knee and elbow first, right? Bring the foot close to your shoulder first. Then see if you can begin to draw the elbow out, up, and forward. And here we have the rotation. So from this point, you can begin to reach your chin away from your chest and use your hand to draw the foot to the head. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Come right back. Then you can lift the left arm up and catch the foot with both hands, or I love this bind. You can reach the left arm behind your back and grab your left foot. It's my favorite variation. To come out, first bring your hands to heart center, then to the mat. Lean the weight forward. Release the back leg and lengthen the back of the neck. Okay, take your hands to the floor. Let's step back. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Coming into your three-legged plank, bend the right knee. Okay, tiger pose, option 1, regular grip, right? So you're just going to extend, reach back and grab your foot normally from the inside. For the flipped grip, your palm will face out, thumb to the sole of the foot, fingers to the top, kick up and find the rotation. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, pull the foot towards your head. Kick up and extend. Exhale, right hand down, curl your toes under. You can stay in the three-legged puppy, or you can shift forward into chin stand. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lengthen out of your low back. So if you're starting to feel your low back, use your hands, use your legs to traction your spine. There's so much that you can do with your attention, with your thoughts. So even just thinking about a body part will send more blood flow to that area. Imagine what you can do with intention and focus and visualization. Okay. You're going to come down onto your belly. And we're going to try a few floor bows. So you're going to bend your knees and pick up your feet right from the outside. We'll do 3 floor bows. Take a deep breath and exhale, kick up. Slowly lower. Take a little breath. Chin forward, floor bow 2, bend your knees, put your thumbs between the big and second toe. Full grip prep. Deep breath. On the exhale, lift up. Good. So the stomach presses down, your chest pressing forward, inner thighs towards each other as much as possible. And if you like to practice the full grip, bend your elbows and draw them forward. Good. From here, you can try straightening the arms again. Slowly. Don't release together because your legs will just flop back, or shoot back rather. So release one side at a time. Okay. So for the third set, you decide. You're either going to do your first variation, your second variation, or you're going to do full grip. Okay? Go ahead, bend your knees. Grab your feet. In whichever variation you decide, the weight is on the soft part of your belly, not on your hips, not on your thighs, and not on your chest. So your chest and hips are both lifted, your stomach reaches down, everything else lifts up. Slowly coming out of the pose and take a little break. Okay, so we're going to practice a couple of wheels. Flip over and lay down on your back. Heels touching with your fingertips, close to your sitting bones. Feet parallel position. Okay, take your hands and place them by your ears. Elbows towards each other, very important, so don't let your elbows flop out. Press the thumbs and index fingers on the mat and pull your elbows in. Prepare. Empty your lungs, take a deep breath, and then exhale. Press into the hands and feet. You can come up on the top of the head first, and then when you're ready, initiate. Press up. You can stay in a wheel with your knees bent, but wherever you are, your goal is to really reach your chest forward. It's like you're trying to push your chest forward in front of your armpits, in front of your arms. Keep pushing the floor away so you're making space in the arm joints instead of collapsing on the arm joints. So you're trying to make your elbows as long as possible, if that makes sense. You can extend if you feel comfortable in your wheel and you have the arm strength, you can really begin to straighten the legs and use the strength of the legs to push your chest forward. You can take a break, bending the knees, tuck the chin to the chest and come out, or you can stay. If you want to stay, you can stay. When you're ready to try again, place the hands by the ears, align your elbows. You can come up on the top of the head first, and then lift your hips, come right back where you left off. So many variations. If you have the mobility, can come up on the balls of the feet, bend your knees right over the ankles and sit the hips down. Push your chest forward. You can take one leg up into one-legged wheel. Make sure to do both sides. You can practice both feet on the floor. Lift one hand up, one hand to the right hip, one hand to the left hip. When you've had enough, tuck the chin to the chest, bend the elbows, place the back of the head, upper, middle, lower back down. Excellent work. Always nice to bring the soles of the feet together, the knees apart, into our Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands on the hips. Then take the left hand on your stomach and feel the belly rising. Really take a deep belly breath. Take the right hand over the chest. And again, breathe deeply into the belly. Use your hands to close the knees. Press your lower back into the floor. Use your hands to close the knees. Press the lower back into the floor, middle back. Then wrap the arms around the shins. With the arms wrapped around the shins, create a long spine so it feels like you have a double chin. You're looking down without lifting your head up. Apply your stomach against your thighs. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. And full exhale. And as the health of the spine improves, each vertebra lies flat on the floor. And this kind of backbending practice definitely helps with lengthening, realigning, and strengthening the spine. Take happy baby. Hold on to the outsides of the feet. You can roll a little bit side to side. Good time for Ha, vibrational breath. You can hold on to the inside of the feet and straighten one leg at a time. Nice to open the hips after all that back bending work. You can try both legs together. And then closing up the knees, roll it back slowly, mindfully, because it might feel like a lot after all your back bends to come into this halasana, into the plow. So just take it slow. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Work your shoulder blades a little closer together. Point your toes. Take shoulder stand. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a nice, long, straight line, like the flame of a candle, just continuously reaching upwards. And then slowly reach your feet back to the mat, or to the floor rather, behind you, and take ear pressure pose. You can hold on to heels or reach for opposite elbows around the backs of your thighs. And take the hands back to the mat and use them like brakes. Slowly lower upper middle, lower back. Keep your legs up, perpendicular to the floor. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your butt up. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze elbows and knees together. Inhale, lift your butt, lift your chest, even if it's just a little bit. And squeeze it in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last time, lift up, chest up, pulse your butt up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release. Cross the right leg on top of the left into eagle wrap, and take your legs over to the left side. Just about in line with your hips. Look over the right shoulder. I like to draw my navel in here and really take my energy in the direction of the twist towards the right. Come back to center. Change the cross, left over right. Use the right hand to lead the legs over to the right side. Look over the left side of the mat, left shoulder, left elbow. Pull your navel in and take your energy in the direction of the twist. I also like to use my right hand to sort of guide my left hip, left side towards the floor. So I'm just, giving myself a little adjustment. And you can do that too if you like. Coming out slowly. If there's anything else that you would want to do in your practice here to finish up, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'm going to come into Shavasana, open your feet as wide as you like. Open your arms as wide as you like. Close your eyes. Exhale all the air out. You're going to come into a deep and utter relaxation. And you can stay there as long as you like.